Hello, all you beautiful people. Tuesday morning, another trading day. Let's see what today has in store for us. So, an alert came through about an hour ago. I'm just going to mark it up. Actually, I already have marked it up. So, as you can see, this on the screen right here is the alert that came through. It was NZDJPY on the 4-hour chart. So let's jump over to TradingView, where I can show you what I have marked up so far. Okay, so I've already marked up, sorry, move that. I've already marked up the 4-hour there. I have marked up the, this sort of area here is actually a strong area of support and resistance. So I'm kind of looking for it to come back to there. So this has already hit that first imbalance and pushing up to this. So this is kind of now in an area that I am actually quite interested to see what happens. So I will be looking at this area right there. For now at least. I'll keep moving this, obviously. This will keep moving. And on the 3 minutes, it's pretty much the same. So let's keep an eye on the 5 minute. On the 15 minute, let's see what we have. It's pretty much the same, which is nice. We have a breaker structure on all time frames that gets broken. It's good. So, I mean, I expect price to come up and test this area here. Whether it'll push through and go to the next imbalance area, we'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, so that's pretty much my markup on NZD JPY. Join me in a bit when price has done what price does. Alright guys, we'll catch you in a little bit. Alright, we're back with the New Zealand JPY trade. So my first trade, let me just go to the chart for you guys. As you can see, my first first trade ended up hitting the stop. Maybe a little bit early for that one. I think it was on the 5 minute. I had a breaker structure that I took maybe a bit early on that breaker structure. But anyway, then we had this nice big push down that broke the main structure I was looking at. So if I'm to take anything from this, I think it's just for me to be a little bit more patient. You know, the thing is, like I said, I work and I trade, so I'm kind of jumping on the charts, and I think sometimes that kind of puts me into the mindset of, you know, I've got to get this trade quickly so I can carry on with my work, and that I think sometimes leads me into jumping into trades a bit early, you know. And I always say, you know, wait for those big breaks. I mean, this right here was a break of structure, but it was a loss. This happens, right? So today what I was doing, I know yesterday I said I'm gonna trade 3 different pairs. So instead what I thought, maybe the best way to do it, because sometimes the alerts don't come through that often. So what I do now, or what I'm going to be doing now moving forward, is pick my pair and take 3 trades if I need on that pair. Because then I think it's going to increase the probability of me getting it right? At some point it is going to drop, because I'm coming to, unlike yesterday, you know, you're going to have things like yesterday where price just keeps pushing up and it just blows through everything. And you know, took 3 losses yesterday. So my first one, I think a little bit early, took the L on that one. This one was a nice one. Entered off that push down. There was my 5 minute OB. It came up, tapped me in, kind of danced around here for a long time, and it kind of sucks because I was just waiting for this area to break to get my 1-to-1 on the MT5, and I was watching it, and the second it broke around here, I closed, and I think I got like so it was $50 that I risked. I was looking for 25. I think I ended up closing with about 24. So I missed about $1 just because I was a little bit thingy. And then there was this massive drop, which I think almost went to the 2R. So if I had literally looked back a second later, I would have closed that first one on 2R. I know my target's 1R, but sometimes you go back and you've closed it already. or there's a bigger move and you close it on 2R, it's a bonus. So if I had waited literally 5 seconds, I would have hit the 2R and we would already have been on 1R, which would have, you know, taken out our previous loss. Now we're just waiting. You know, this trade is risk-free now. What I am going to do is I'm going to remove this one. I'll leave this on the chart. I actually do have this one in trading view as well. This is the trade in trading view. You can see we entered over there, that red arrow, and then we took the 1R there, TB1 was hit there. And you can see it just literally a second later, it spiked down to TP2. Anyway, guys, let's leave that trade there. Hopefully it doesn't stop me out. If it does, you know, it is what it is. I will come back later. I have got to go out this afternoon, so I probably won't be able to come back to the charts at all for the next few hours. So hopefully when I come back, there's a nice little surprise. But yeah, we will catch you guys later when we have something happen. Yeah. All right. Bye for now, guys. Just wanted to show you guys something from yesterday as well. And it's something that I might even now kind of add into my breakdowns just to help me be more patient with some of these trades. So as you can see yesterday, we kept pushing up, right? So one thing, if I'm trading on the 5-minute, what I'm going to start doing is I will actually go back up to the 15-minute. And look at this yesterday, right? So you mark out your obvious swing lows, right? So yesterday you'd be looking at, obviously that is an obvious swing low. It was never hit. This here would have been your obvious, but it never, hold on, that's the wrong one. But it never really, the body never really kind of pushed down. So that might have looked like it was breaking, but you know, it wasn't a strong enough push down for me, you know. It's a green candle, so I probably wouldn't even counted that. So I'd probably be looking at that wick as my next swing low. I would have looked at that, nothing has broken it, I then would have possibly looked at this. So this is maybe where I would first be interested, right? So we have a swing low right over there that gets broken, right? So that's our first area on the 15-minute. And as soon as that happens, I would drop down to the 5-minute. And then I would say, okay, let's take that break there as our swing low, right? So this would be our, including that wick at the top. Why is it not selecting, man? This would be our order block right over there, right? So if I were looking at a short, I'd probably take 25%, and then I would be minimum 2 plus whatever the spread would have been about, probably about 3. So this would have come to a 2.75. So we would have got our 1-to-1, and then it would have been a no trade, right? So we leave that as it is, but not stopped out, right? Go back to the 15-minute. We then create another low over here, over there, not broken until all the way over here, but there's another low over here. Probably this would be the next swing low, which is tapped into right there, right, with that strong red candle. So as opposed to this one here, which wasn't really a strong candle, no, which one was it? Can't remember where it was, but it wasn't an extremely this one, right? It was actually a green candle with a wick, so I wouldn't count that as a break. This is a red candle and the wick has broken, so I would consider that the first area. So what I would do then is I'd go back to the 5-minute, and then it would be this push down right over here, which would be this candle over here. I would then also take into account that wick, right? So the short would have started from about there. Our thingy would have been just above that, and we would have hit our 1 to 5 on that one. Very easy. So kind of going, if you're trading on the 5, go 1 up and wait for that break. So that's kind of what I'm going to be trying out, and see how it works, you know, because at the end of the day, this all is a journey, and I'm kind of, you know, I have my rules, but if I find that I might need to add in something into my rules just to help out with, you know, fine-tuning my entries, I'm going to do that. Okay, guys, back from gymnastics coaching. Like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays, man, tough days, and this is why I'm working so hard. Hold on 1 second, sorry, just got to turn my light on. Oh man, this is why I'm working so hard to get to a point where I can trade full time, because I miss so much, man. So that trade on New Zealand dollar, oh man, I tell you, luck has not been on our side the last couple of days. But we continue trading our strategy, right? So look at this. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. My stop was a bit bigger in trading view in my live. So I was actually, I think, somewhere nearer to there. So my stop, so we had come down all the way to about a, what is that over there? So there we had actually hit a 3.5 hour. There's 5 there. So just after I left, it was bouncing around for a long time. I considered closing there, and I thought, you know what, just stick to the rules, stick to your strategy. So I left it. Price went all the way up, literally just tapped, and then all the way down to what would have been my 5R. So we ended up getting our 1R on that one, and then stopping out. It was a no trade. So far today we've only had 2 trades. One lost. This one was a break even. So this one I didn't enter. It's just something I marked up. But 2 more trades have come in on the group here. So I'm just going to quickly go to these. So the first one we had was, I think, USD, but that was a lot earlier. That was 7 hours ago. So this one, 40 minutes ago, USD CAD. Okay, so we are going to quickly break this one down, see if there's something for us there. USD CAD. I would actually even be confident enough in this if we break this over here. Sorry. If we break this area over here, I'm actually going to place my 5-minute there. And then what I'll do is I will look at a 15, and I'll also place on a 15. So I'm going to wait for this to kind of play out. Right, back again. So another alert that I'm just going to go for, because I've got 2 trades left today. So I might as well go big. This looks like a really nice one, because look how this is. I love these kind of V or U shapes like this. There's something about them that. So I'm looking at trading this to this. Actually looks really good. So I'm going to wait for that to break, and then I'm going to go in and trade. I'll probably mark up this area, but let's wait. Good morning. Well, good morning. It's morning for me. It is the next day. Just wanted to update. So we have finished yesterday's trading. It was actually really late last night, but I didn't do a recording last night. I didn't close the trades. One hit the 5R, and the other one I closed because there wasn't any point to keep it open. So I'll explain. So first of all, I got, as you can see on the screen here, I got this US 30 So let me take you over quickly to the trading view. So this is how I broke it down. It came up, it tapped into this imbalance, filled it perfectly. And then I started waiting for break of structure, right? And I think I was looking for a break of structure on, I think my first break of structure was this one right here. Let me just draw it up. On the 5 minutes, so it would have been this one. That broke us there. So as soon as I broke that structure, based on my new kind of version of the rule, I then dropped down to the 3 minute, and the 3 minute gave me this order block right here. As you can see, I placed it and I put in my thing, but it didn't come back and tap me, and then I broke another structure. So what I did then is I placed another order, right? Because sometimes what will happen is this order will be filled, it'll get my 1 to 5, and then there's no point having the first one. But instead what happened, this one came in, filled me in, and actually stopped me out. So this was then a losing trade. It was my second losing trade of the day. And these I'd actually jumped up my my starting from my risk from 0.5% to 1%. And the only reason I did that is I literally had like not even 24 hours on the FTMO trial. So I thought I might as well just go for it. Worst case scenario, I lose. Best case scenario, I pass it. And somewhere in between, I get the free retake. So we got somewhere in between. So I ended up losing that one. But so I like how this stop almost triggers this order, right? And exactly what happened. So it stopped me out, but at the same time triggered the next one. This one pushed down to the 1-to-1 easily. And then you can see like over here it hit the 1 to 5, so it closed us out, and then this actually went on to get like a 1 to 8 before it came back up. I thought maybe it would come all the way down and test the next H4, which was down here. So I mean, it wasn't far from the next area, which was this area here that I would have been, or that, you know, some people would target. But what happened is so while this order was open, I actually had another order in, and this, even though this was already the third trade, I placed another order on the USD CAD, which was another alert that came through. And what ended up happening is I think my stop was slightly bigger on MT5, so I think it came very close to the 1-to-1, but I actually ended up closing it like on a 0.2, just because I'd already hit my, or actually I hadn't quite hit the 1 to 5 yet, and I was about to just, like, you know, call it for the night and go to sleep. So I thought the last thing I want is for the US 30 trade to come back to break even, which means it's a no trade, and then this one to lose the 100, right? And then I would have definitely not passed the trial. So I thought, let me just close this one, leave that one, and see how it goes. And then just before I went to bed, actually the other one hit the target. So you know, went to sleep knowing that I'd got. So that was basically, this was the fourth trade, and that was another reason I closed this out, because, you know, I don't really like taking 4 trades. And what happened is we lost 2 and got 1. But because I upped it, so one loss was on 0.5, the other loss was on 1%. So that was a total of 1.5 loss. And then we had a 3 win, so which was a 300. So we ended up making 150 yesterday, which jumped us back up to, I think we ended up about 100 and something, 120 something over the starting thing. So I mean, we came back from 200 down to, I think we ended up in the last week making about $400. So I mean, just in the last 5 days, we almost made enough to pass the challenge if we didn't mess around with this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the trial again. I won't do any challenges now, because I mean December is not the best month to trade. You know, volume goes right down. All the banks and stuff, you know, are not really trading. So, you know, I like to trade with order blocks and stuff, which is kind of like trading based on how the banks move the market. So if these big players are not really moving the market, then it's more the smaller players that are moving the market. And that's not really how this strategy works. It does work, but not, you know, it's not at its best. So you probably find your win rate goes from like 60% down to 40%, you know, 30%, whatever. And I think that's why in the last 2 or 3 days I've had a few more losers, just because market is you know, not as as volatile as it should be. So that is my trade for yesterday, guys. I will start a new trial today. So the next video you'll see me setting up the new trial. If you guys want, I can post a link in the description as well for the FTMO account, or not account, if you guys want to take the trial yourself. The cool thing about the trial is, you know, there's less risk. You're just taking the trial to just test out your strategy. Is it going to work? Is it not? The trial is half the time, and you have to make half the profit. So normally on a 10,000, you would be looking for 10% profit in 1 month, and you have to trade a minimum of 10 days. On the trial, you have 14 days to make 5%, and you have to trade a minimum of 5 days. So if you can do the trial 2 or 3 times in a row, it gives you confidence to say, okay, I think I'm ready to go and do the full challenge. So I am also going to do a video in the next couple of weeks, just before I kind of, you know, close up for Christmas and stuff. I'm going to be doing a video which is going to run through my full plan for next year. How I am planning on taking $80 and potentially turning that $80 to the end of the year into, I mean, the goal is high. I literally want to finish the year at about 50K, which I know it sounds crazy, but I actually have a trading plan based on my strategy, that you can go from $80 and within 2 years, provided you stick to the plan, you stick to your trading plan, you trade all the days you're meant to trade, and it's only targeting 2% profit a week, you can make, at the end of the 2 years, you can hit $1 million. So if you guys want to see that, please just let me know, or just post a like or something. I mean, I am going to post it. I'm going to post it either the end of this year when, you know, the markets are quieter. Maybe that's what I'll do. But it's going to be a really cool video, and I'm going to break down exactly how I am starting with $80 and how I can turn that $80, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm literally going to do that over the next 2 years. That's my plan. So, you know, taking $80 to $1 million in 2 years. Is it possible? It is, and it's only 2% a month, and I will break it all down for you guys, okay? So make sure you keep a lookout. Subscribe if you don't want to miss that one, and just, you know, check that little bell notification icon so that you get notified when I am uploading these videos. I try to do a video every day. I might not get in every day. I might miss a couple days here and there, because it's all based on trading, and sometimes my trades go overnight like they did now. So be sure to subscribe, guys, if you want to catch that video that will talk you through how to turn $80 into $1 million. All right, okay, guys. With all of that done, I am going to leave you guys there. Oh my God, I'm actually going for a haircut today. My hair is so bad. So you won't need to see my Superman quiff anymore. Alright guys, we will catch you in the next video. Peace!